Hey, beautiful people. So, I am going to give you a quick case study. We're going to do this one together. And at the end, I'll give you the answer, of course, like always. But I want you to think these questions are not meant to be challenging. I'm not trying to trick you up. I truly want you to realize that you have way more knowledge in here than maybe you think you do. So, as the question, it doesn't matter how difficult, how easy, the content and the information is all there. And it's the same strategy you need to use when you take the LCSW exam. So here is a quick case study. I'll read this out loud. And then if you want to pause the screen and you don't want to hear me read it, fine. So be it. Go ahead and read it yourself. Just read it. But those of you who like to hear me read it, I'm going to do that for you. Imagine you're working with a 45-year-old client named James. He has been coming to therapy for 6 months to manage his depression. But in your latest session, he reveals that he's been having suicidal thoughts with no clear plan. He says he doesn't want to go to the hospital and insists he can handle it on his own. So, my question to you guys is this: what is the best way to handle James? A, should we continue with the current treatment plan and just monitor him more closely? B, should we break confidentiality and call emergency services due to imminent risk? Or C, should we collaborate with James to develop a safety plan and assess the need for hospitalization? What do you guys think? Put your answers in the comments section. Since you guys have had a chance to think about this, let's move on to the answer. Drum roll. And the best answer in this situation is C. You want to collaborate with James to develop a safety plan and then assess his need for hospitalization. Sometimes we hear the word suicide ideation and we automatically feel it's an imminent need to move forward and to get the client hospitalized and get them assessed and so forth. But that is not a need. The best way to handle this situation, especially if you're a therapist and you're working with a client one-on-one, you know James, you know his way of handling things, what happens when he's extremely stressed. Maybe adding on additional sessions that week might help. However, in this moment, when you're looking at the question as a whole, if you collaborate with him on his safety plan and you assess his need for hospitalization, you can then see where he's at and decide that, hey, if things get worse, this is what we do. If you start feeling this way, this is what we do. So that would be the best answer. Here goes some more information on it. I'll just let you know James has reported suicide ideations, which is a serious concern. So we don't want to act as if it's a minor situation because it's not. However, there's no plan and there's no immediate action that he plans on carrying forward. That means you don't automatically need to call emergency services or try to get James hospitalized. The best way to handle this also is to collaborate with him because this is your client. So you don't want to jump and start calling emergency services, getting all these other people involved when you can sit down, have a conversation with James and really get to the root cause of what's going on, develop a strong safety plan and tell him if these things happen, then we're going to have to move forward with hospitalization or getting you assessed for hospitalization. So there's nothing wrong with collaborating with your client. Hope this question was helpful. Hopefully you're able to see how you can use this in your everyday social work world. And if this helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll bring more to you. Be blessed. Talk to you soon.